Top of the third inning here at Veterans Field in Chatham. The Anglers take a 2-0 lead as A.J. Puckett back to the hill. He'll face Billy Walker. First pitch swinging, and Walker cuts at the fastball and drops it right behind home plate for a foul ball, strike one. Puckett, the right-hander from Pepperdine, pitching with the lead for the first time tonight after the Anglers, helped out by some shoddy Bourne Braves defense in the bottom of the second. 0-1 the count. Puckett comes home, breaking ball, and Walker swings right through it for strike two. Walker on the season, 3 for 13. Catcher out of Hartford. Puckett set, fastball fouled back to the screen, so the count remains 0-2.
And he's had to sit the last couple games, but his last start against Brewster was one of his better ones with the Braves. Had a key single to get a rally going.
0-2 the count with nobody out here in the top of the third. Puckett set, breaking ball just off the inside corner. Puckett puts his hand on his hip. He liked the way he threw that pitch, but no call from home plate umpire Matt Fattori. 1-2 the count, nobody out, as the Braves try to respond just as they did last night when they went down by a pair. 1-2 pitch to Walker, breaking ball, he's out in front of it, so he tops it foul over toward that third base dugout and down the third base line. A little jog for Harvey Shapiro, the third base coach, who, when it was sunny this afternoon, Harvey had clearly checked the weather forecast. He already had his long sleeve on. And then the cloudy skies began to roll in, as did the wind. Puckett set. He kicks and deals, and that breaking ball misses in the dirt. Nice stop there from the catcher, Aaron Barnett. The count remains 2-2. Jacob Robson stands on deck as Walker tries to lead off the inning with a bang. Puckett comes home with a fastball, popped up first base side. Not enough room for Will Craig as that ball angles toward the stands. Good at bat here from Billy Walker as he'll see his 6th pitch. The right-hander Puckett comes set. He winds and fires, and Walker pops up the fastball behind home plate. So, though he's not in the leadoff hole in the order, he is leading off an inning and doing exactly what you'd like to see. Two-two count, breaking ball off the inside corner, and Billy Walker will now see his 10th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. Walker in the right-handed batter's box, twirls the black bat. Payoff pitch, Walker slaps it on the ground, left side of the infield. Spinning play from Zanetti, his throw on to first, scooped up by Will Craig. And it's in time to get Walker for out number 1. Nice play from Craig over at first base. And a good stop over there for Todd Zanetti. And Billy Walker, a strong at bat, but nothing to show for it as he's retired for out number 1. So Jacob Robson will stand in. Robson making his debut with the Bourne Braves. Began the season with the Brewster Whitecaps. First pitch, he drops a bunt down the first base line. It's a beauty. Off the mound to get it. Goes Puckett, his throw to first, not in time. That's an infield hit for Jacob Robson, flashing the speed that Mississippi State loved this season.
Talked about it. The lineup looked like coming into the game like double leadoff hitter with Solak at the top and Robson at the bottom of the order. And he's able to lay a perfect bunt down the third base line and scoot into first base.
2-0 ball game. The Anglers out in front of the Braves. Jacob Robson over at first base. Nick Solak at the dish, the Braves leadoff man. Solak 1 for 1 today. Single to lead off the game in front of the center fielder, Aaron Knapp. Robson sold 21 bags this season for the Mississippi State Bulldogs. He's off on the first pitch. It's a fastball low and away. The throw down to second is high and not in time, and Jacob Robson moves into scoring position.
He's going on first pitch. Got a great jump, and the throw was high, helped him out. I think even a good throw would have been a bang-bang play, but throw sailed a little bit on Barnett. Now runner in scoring position here for the Braves.
The Braves have had a little bit of first-game magic for new players activated during the regular season. Nick Solak proved that in his first game the other day for the Braves. 1-0 pitch, breaking ball. There goes Robson down to third, and he's in there with his second stolen base on consecutive pitches.
Love the idea with a right-handed hitter. Blocking the catcher, Barnett, he has to back up and take that split second to fire down to third, and that gave Robson enough time to get the head-first slide in. And now a productive out could get them first run of the game for the Braves.
Solak swung through it. The count moves to 1-1 with just one out here in the third. Puckett set. He comes home. Fastball popped up over the first base line and out of play. New baseballs brought to home plate umpire Matt Fattori. Jacob Robson just using his speed to motor his way around the diamond right now. He's aboard at third after bunting his way on and stealing on consecutive pitches. Almost surprised we didn't see him try and take home there. 1-2 the count. Puckett set. He comes home. And that fastball's high and tight. And Chris, I don't know if you noticed that time, but Robson had a massive secondary lead off of third base.
You never know.
I can't imagine it'll happen in a ball game like this early on. Braves trailing by just 2, the top of the third. 2-2 the count to Solak. Puckett set. He looks over at third base. Comes home, breaking ball, popped up down the left field line. Mondu racing toward the corner. He won't get there, but the ball falls in foul territory.
What's likelier for Robson is breaking ball in the dirt. Try and get as big of a secondary lead as possible. And even if it skips away just a little bit, able to use his speed to try and get that first run in.
Solak, an RBI man at the plate. Leadoff hitter tonight, but his 4 runs batted in lead the Bourne Braves. 2-2 the count. Puckett set. He delivers. Fastball hit on the ground right back up the middle under the glove of the pitcher Puckett, and that's an RBI single for Nick Solak as the Braves cut the deficit to 2-1.
I have to check his Louisville strikeout totals, but the way he's been hit with the Braves, you just feel like any count, Solak's going to put the ball in play. With 2 strikes and 1 out, just trying to get a productive out, and he does one better, able to single in the center and cut the deficit in half.
We know Jacob Robson had the green light on the base pass. We'll see if the same goes for Nick Solak as he reaches 18 bags this season at Louisville for the second baseman. Camden Duznak stands in with 1 out. Right-handed batter's box. Puckett comes home. Fastball laced in the air, center field. Knapp retreating toward the warning track, and he makes the catch a few steps in front of it for out number 2. So Duznak got good wood on it, but nothing comes of it.
The next batter plays for Nebraska. He's the center fielder, Ryan Bolt.
And now here's a situation with the Braves' 3 and 4 hitters coming up. 2 outs in the inning. I would not be surprised for Shapiro to send Nick Solak. He's aboard over at first. With the Braves behind by just a run, it's 2-1. Pickoff play over at first. No tag from Will Craig as Solak dives back head first. Puckett from the stretch looks in at the catcher Barnett. Another pickoff throw to first. This one, probably the A move that time from Puckett. He threw that ball about 90 miles an hour to Will Craig. And again, a head first dive gets Solak back safely. Bolt in the left-handed batter's box. Puckett set once again. He comes home, and that fastball misses below the knees for ball 1. There is an arm loosening down in that Bourne Braves bullpen. Can't imagine Ryan Smoyer will be taken out of this ball game anytime soon, especially after some defensive miscues led to the Anglers' runs. Another A move this time from Puckett as he gallops off the mound after throwing that ball over to Will Craig, but Nick Solak back safely. 1-0 the count to Bolt. Puckett looks in. The pitch, a changeup in the dirt, smothered by the catcher Barnett as he keeps it in front of home plate. 2-0 the score. 2-1 the score. 2-0 the count. Here in the top half of the third, the Braves trying to climb back into this one. Another pickoff play over at first base as Jacob Robson clearly put the thought in the Anglers' minds that the Braves are interested in swiping bases. Bourne, under Harvey Shapiro, not known as a base-stealing team over the years. 2-0 pitch, misses wide. But you could say it always depends on the personnel, and this year the Braves have a number of players capable of swiping bases. Last year, the Braves had two of the best in the league in Richie Martin and Mark Laird, and aside from that pair, almost no one on the Braves had a stolen base. 3-0 pitch to Bolt, fastball on the inside corner, upper right quadrant of the strike zone. Puckett works his way back into this count. The wind really beginning to blow here at Veterans Field out toward right center. Pickoff play over at first. Nick Solak's uniform now covered in dirt. And 4 headfirst dives over to the bag. Hitters count for Ryan Bolt. He's in control. It's 3-1. There goes Solak. Fastball popped up behind home plate. Almost looked like a hit and run that time with the way Bolt tried to attack that fastball. But he pops it up and out of play. With the count full, Will Craig will not hold Nick Solak over at first base. Instead, defend the first base line from Bolt. There goes Solak, the pitch. Again, spoiled.
That's a foul ball. And fans, if you get a ball, you can always return it to the snack bar and get a ticket for a free ice cream cone from the Short and Sweet Ice Cream Shop on Route 28.
The count full, 3-2 with 2 out. Solak extends. Bolt awaiting the payoff pitch. Here it comes. There goes Solak. Slapped on the ground left side and out of play.
Make that return it to the 50-50 table. All foul balls return to the 50-50.
I think it's a little chilly for ice cream tonight for the youngsters that are grabbing foul balls and have the opportunity to hand it back.
That's why they give you a coupon. You get to go hopefully tomorrow when the weather's supposed to be great. Payoff pitch. There goes Solak. High chopper up the middle. Chance for the second baseman Brooks. He gloves it, throws on to first. And it's in time to get Ryan Bolt. An update on the weather. 100% chance of showers. Thunderstorms expected. We'll see if the Braves offense can produce thunderstorms later in this ball game. It's 2-1 Anglers as we go bottom 3.